Let me ask you something. You have got campaigns running, you are spending money, but every time you open Seller Central, you feel like you are just guessing. Sound familiar? Here is what most Amazon sellers don't even realize. It's not about running more campaigns, it's about running the right campaigns in the right structure. And today I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. I'm going to break down 5 campaign structure we use to consistently scale brands on Amazon. These aren't theories, this is the actual framework we deploy inside client accounts. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly which campaigns to run, how to build them, and why each one exists in the first place. Most sellers treat their Amazon ad account like a lottery ticket. They throw campaigns at the wall, let Amazon do whatever it wants, and then wonder why their ACoS is out of control. The brands that win on Amazon aren't necessarily spending more, they are spending smarter. They have a deliberate structure behind their campaigns. Every campaign has a purpose. Every campaign feeds information back into the system. That is what I want to build with you today. So now we will deep dive into the campaign structure 1, in which we will be doing competitor analysis or competitor conquest by customer type. Here is where most sellers go wrong with the competitor targeting. They create one massive campaign, throw in every competitor ASIN they can find and call it a day. That is a complete mess. You learn nothing from it. The right way to do this is to segment your competitors by the type of customer they attract. Think about your product category. Your competitors are not all the same. Some attract budget buyers, some attract professional users, some attract people buying for a specific use case. Maybe it's for outdoor use or heavy-duty commercial use, or it's a gift purchase. Those are completely different shoppers with different buying triggers. When you separate your competitors into these groups and create a dedicated sponsored product ASIN targeting campaign for each group, something powerful happens. You can now see clearly, are we winning against the budget buyers? Are we losing to the professional grade competitors? And why? If your click-through rate tanks against one competitor group but performs well against another, that tells you something is misaligned between your main image or your offer and that specific type of buyer. You can actually fix it. You have a direction. Build these campaigns with product targeting set to exact, manual bidding, and start with down-only bids. As data comes in, you adjust your placement modifiers based on what the numbers are telling you, not what you assume. This single campaign type, when built correctly across multiple competitor segments, can become your highest revenue generating campaign in the. Now, we will deep dive into campaign structure 2, that is intent theme keyword. In these type of campaigns, we actually target keyword targeting campaigns that are completely new. Everyone runs them, but the way you organize them is what separates a high-performing account from a mediocre one. Stop dumping all your keywords into 1 or 2 campaigns. Instead, build keyword campaigns around shopper intent themes. Here is how to think about it. If you sell a water bottle, you don't just have water bottle buyers. You have gym buyers, hiking buyers, office buyers, kids buyers, travel buyers. Each of those groups has different keywords they search, different imagery that resonates with them, different reasons they are going to click and convert. When you build separate exact match keyword campaigns for each intent theme, you gain visibility into which buyer segments you are winning and which you are losing. Low conversion on your gym theme campaign, maybe your listing doesn't show the product being used in a gym setting. So you have to fix the image, test it, the data tells you what to do. For setup purposes, manual targeting, keyword targeting, exact match only, down only bidding, these type of structure actually works the best. You have to group your keywords tightly around the theme, keep each campaign clean, only integrate 20 to 60 keywords maximum, all on the same intent. For your top of search bid modifier, don't be afraid to push it up. If one of these intent themes is critical to your product's positioning, make sure you are dominating that placement. The third campaign structure would be low bid sweep campaign. This one is underrated and most sellers completely overlook it. At any given moment throughout the day, your competitors are running out of budget. Their campaigns go dark. The ad placements they were holding up again, And if you have a campaign running with low bids, you can step in and capture those placements for almost nothing. We call this a sweep campaign. The whole point is efficiency. Low bids, low echoes, opportunist clicks. You are not going to get massive sales volume from this type of campaign, but the sales you do get cost you very little. And in a world where every dollar of ad spend matters, a campaign that consistently brings in profitable sales at a fraction of your normal air cost is worth having running in the background at all times. The setup is quite simple. Broad or automatic targeting, bids set significantly below your normal range, no placement modifiers. You let it run and you skim off the cheap opportunities the market gives you. Think of it as your passive income campaign. It's always on. It's always sweeping up the leftovers. And over the month, those leftovers add up. Now comes campaign structure 4, smart auto campaigns. A lot of sellers either over-rely on auto campaigns or dismiss them entirely. Both are mistakes. Here is the reality. Auto campaigns have gotten significantly better. Amazon's algorithm has improved to the point where a well-configured auto campaign can actually outperform many manual campaigns, especially on ACOS. But the keyword is well configured. The two most important decisions when setting up an auto campaign are your bidding strategy and your negative targeting. On bidding strategy, if your account is struggling to get impressions and clicks, use up and down bidding. Give Amazon the flexibility to bid competitively and get you into auctions. If your problem is ACOS control, use down only. That should be your default. Only switch to up and down if you genuinely need the volume. On negative targeting side, this is non-negotiable. I again say non-negotiable. Why? Because before you launch any auto campaign, you need a negative keyword list ready to load in. Every product has categories of searches that are completely irrelevant to it. Competitors' brand names, wrong materials, wrong use cases, even wrong audience. Load of all those in as negative phrase match from day one. It saves you wasted spend and trains the algorithm faster. For bid calculation, here is a simple formula to find your starting bid. Multiply your product price by your conversion rate. That gives you your revenue per click. Then multiply that by your target ACOS. That is your ideal bid. It's not perfect, I know, but it gets you into the right range. Use your auto campaigns as a discovery engine. The keywords and agents that perform well inside your auto campaigns should be migrating into your manual exact match campaigns over time. That is how you build a stronger and stronger account month over month. Now comes campaign structure 5, brand defense and cross promotion. This last one is about protecting what you have built. When a shopper lands on your listing, Amazon is actively trying to pull them off it. Sponsored product ads from your competitors show up on your own listing. You have already paid to acquire that shopper through ads, through SEO, and Amazon is letting other brands post them right on your page. Your defense against this is a cross-promotion campaign. You take your own catalog of products and you advertise them on each other's listing. When someone is on your product A's listing, your product B shows up in the ad placement, not your competitor's product. This actually does two things simultaneously. It blocks competitor ads from taking that placement and it introduces your shopper to more of your catalog. It increases basket size. It also builds brand visibility. And it costs you very little because you are showing highly relevant ads to someone who is already interested. Setup is quite straightforward. It includes sponsored products, manual targeting, product targeting, and exact match type keywords. Enter all of your own agents as targets. Down-only bidding, you want these ads to show up on product pages specifically, so keep an eye on your product page placement performance and adjust accordingly. If your catalog is large, segment is logically. Target home products on other home products, commercial products on other commercial products. Keep it quite relevant. Now I will be giving you a bonus tip, that is retargeting trick. I want to give you one more. This one is subtle but it actually works. Take a product, any product, target that same product's ASIN in a product targeting campaign, meaning you are advertising the product on itself. What happens is Amazon recognizes that you are bidding on a product that is the same as your advertised product. Rather than just showing the ad on the listing itself, Amazon uses this as a signal to follow shoppers who have visited your listing and serve your ad to them as they browse other parts of Amazon. It behaves like remarketing. The volume is low, but the ACoS can be extremely low. We have seen it in the single digits. These are warm shoppers who already showed interest and you are catching them right before they buy elsewhere. Set it up with up and down bidding strategy to maximize reach. Give it a modest budget. Plus one think bonus of it as a safety net represented at over 90% who left of total sales generated on this account over a 6-month time period. Even doubling revenue from the X number of figures to 3 number of figures, 6 figures a month, while ACoS declined the entire time. If you are feeling overwhelmed with your PPC, start here. Keep it simple, run these campaigns organized by shopper intent, and follow the data. Download the full cheat sheet in the description below, and if you want to see what a $1 million per month account breakdown looks like, check out the next video.